Hey guys, I'm gonna make this a very short, simple, and quick video for you guys. If you're trying to play the Battlefront 6, Battlefront 6 is one of those games like a few other games or a handful of other games that require you to have the enable your bias with the enable secure boot. You can read the article, but there's some backlash. Some people are upset about that, but there are some other games that already do that, like Valorant and the new Call of Duty, and I forgot the other ones that also force that. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. First things first, if you go to Google, we live in the day of AI. You can just type something along the lines, how to tell if your secure boot is enabling your bias, and you can find a lot of information. You can also say how to enable bias, but I'm going to show you guys how to quickly confirm. First things first, go to your start menu, search and type MS Info 32, and then you click where it says system information. That pops up this little guy right here, and take note of your bias mode. It should be set to UEFI. Some of you, if you have an older system, will say legacy, but you'll need to change that to UEFI. And over here where it says, where I'm highlighting for you right here, it says secure boot state is off. So immediately I know that I have to actually enable this. So I'll make another video on how to do that, or you can I'll point you to another video online that does a better job. But basically, you're going to restart your computer, enter the BIOS, and turn this secure boot state, turn it on, enable it, turn it off, because it's disabled, because if it says off here, it's disabled. Another thing that you can do is bring up your disk management. You just bring that up, or disk management, right? Yeah, it's the same thing that I had over here. Basically, you want to go to your C drive, your disk. In some cases, it can be a different disk number, but mine happens to be on disk 0. You can right click over here. Not over here where it says C, but just right click here on the far left and go to properties, go to where it says volumes, and then over here, partition style, it should say GUID, partition table, or better known as GPT. This will, if it's set to something else, you're going to have to change it in the BIOS, but it needs to be set to GPT. So those are the first things you got to do. Again, it's kind of a little bit of annoyance. Again, you can Google it, but if you're having issues with Battlefront 6 or any other game that requires you to have the secure boot enabled, all you got to do is bring up these these tools right here, the system info that I showed you how to do that. Check the secure boot state to see it's on or off. If it's off, you're going to have to enable that. Also, a little caveat is you got to make sure the drive where you have Windows installed needs to have a GPT partition style for this to work. But that's it for this video. Let me know if this was helpful, and yeah, try to keep it short. 3 minutes, probably spoke a little bit more than I should, but stay tuned for I'm going to teach you guys how to enable secure boot on another video. So again, hopefully you get the chance to play the open beta of Battlefront 6. It looks like a lot of games going forward are going to be requiring you to enable the secure boot, maybe games of the future. So something you just have to be familiar with and know how to check if you have it on or off. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you and goodbye.